A king once wore 3-inch heels to look like a warrior. Today, they're sold as women's fashion. Something got flipped along the way, and it started with an army that no longer exists. In the 10th century, Persian soldiers rode into battle standing up in their stirrups. To fire an arrow accurately from a moving horse, a rider needed his feet locked in place. A flat sole slipped out. So Persian horsemen built a heel into their boots. It caught the stirrup and held the foot steady, letting a soldier stand, aim, and shoot without losing his balance. The heel spread with Persian trade and diplomacy. By the late 1500s, it reached Europe. European aristocrats saw Persian riders wearing them and wanted the same look. A heel became a symbol of horsemanship, military power, and status. Only men who could afford horses and warfare wore them. The higher the heel, the higher the rank. King Louis XIV of France took this further than anyone. He wore red-heeled shoes and set a rule. Only nobility approved by him could wear red heels too. Heels became a badge of aristocracy. Men across European courts wore them taller and more elaborate to outrank each other. Then women in the aristocracy started wearing heels too. They copied the masculine style to gain the same authority and status the shoe represented. For a while, both men and women wore heels, and the shoe carried the same meaning for each: power. But by the early 1700s, fashion split along gender lines. Men moved toward practical, low-heeled shoes fit for work and the military. Heels started being viewed as impractical and overly decorative, traits fashion at the time began assigning only to women. Women kept the heel, and it kept climbing in height and ornamentation, moving further from its battlefield origins. By the 19th century, the heel had fully changed sides. What began as a soldier's tool for gripping a stirrup had become an accessory for women's fashion, stripped of any connection to war or horseback riding.